The writing is on the wall. The storm is here. Listen closely because what I'm about to share could be the difference between your family's survival and becoming another statistic in the greatest financial disaster of our lifetime. The economic collapse that experts have warned about for years isn't coming. It's already begun. The signs are everywhere. The Dow Jones has lost over 20% since January. The Federal Reserve has pumped in $1.3 trillion in emergency liquidity in the last 60 days alone. Treasury yields are inverting at historic levels, and inflation, it's back with a vengeance. Former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers warned just last month, "We're witnessing the perfect economic storm, a combination of structural weaknesses that make 2008 look like a practice run." BlackRock CEO Larry Fink put it bluntly, "The current market instability represents systemic risk unlike anything we've seen in modern financial history." Yet the mainstream media keeps feeding you the same optimistic garbage, while the elites quietly position themselves. The wealthy are stockpiling precious metals, securing rural properties, and moving assets offshore at unprecedented rates. This isn't fear-mongering. This is reality. And if you're not prepared right now, you and your family will be left behind when the system finally buckles completely. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share 30 critical actions you need to take immediately to protect yourself and your loved ones from what's coming. Not next year, not next month. Today. 1. Secure physical cash reserves. The banking system is more vulnerable than ever. When, not if, the major collapse hits, digital banking will fail. ATMs will stop dispensing. Cards will be declined, and digital transactions will freeze. The FDIC is already showing signs of strain with regional bank failures continuing into 2025. Financial advisor Peter Schiff warns, "In a banking crisis which is imminent, those without physical cash will be at the mercy of a frozen system. Keep enough cash at home to cover at least 3 months of expenses. Store it in waterproof containers, divided in different locations throughout your home. Small bills are better than large ones. In a crisis, nobody will make change for your $100 bills." 2. Eliminate high-interest debt immediately. When the economy collapses, those drowning in debt will be the first casualties. Interest rates have already spiked dramatically, with credit card rates averaging 24.7% as of April 2025. Personal bankruptcies are up 43% since last year. Focus on paying down high-interest debt now while you still have income. Credit card debt, personal loans, and auto loans should be your primary targets. During the 2008 crisis, those who were debt-free had flexibility that saved them from financial ruin. Practice extreme frugality until debts are cleared. Every dollar spent on unnecessary items now is a dollar that won't protect you when markets crash. 3. Convert paper assets to physical precious metals. The dollar is losing value daily. Since January, it's lost 12% against a basket of foreign currencies. Meanwhile, gold has surged past $3,500 an ounce, and silver has doubled since 2023. Former Federal Reserve analyst Jim Rickards states, "The dollar's collapse is mathematical certainty at this point. Those without hard assets will see their savings evaporate. Allocate at least 25% of your wealth to physical gold and silver, not ETFs or paper certificates. Store smaller denominations that can be used for barter. 1/10 ounces gold coins, 1 ounce silver coins, and 90% junk silver coins. Keep them secure but accessible. A home safe that's bolted down is ideal." 4. Relocate away from population centers. Major cities will become uninhabitable when services break down. We've already seen previews with the urban water crises in multiple metropolitan areas and rolling blackouts affecting millions. Urban security expert Joel Skousen advises, "Being outside the 50-mile radius of major population centers gives you critical separation from the inevitable social unrest." If complete relocation isn't possible, secure a rural bug-out location within 1 tank of gas from your primary residence. Establish it now, stock it appropriately, and maintain it regularly. Practice getting there using alternative routes that avoid major highways. 5. Acquire proper all-weather clothing. Climate disruptions are intensifying alongside economic instability. The brutal winter of 2024 to 2025 left thousands dead when heating systems failed during power outages. Invest in high-quality clothing that can keep you alive in extreme conditions. Merino wool base layers, waterproof and windproof outer layers, and insulated headwear. Military surplus gear offers excellent value. ECWCS, Extended Cold Weather Clothing System. Components are designed for survival in temperatures as low as -60 degrees Fahrenheit. 6. Obtain durable footwear and hiking equipment. When transportation infrastructure fails, your feet become your primary mode of transportation. The logistics disruptions we've seen throughout 2024 will pale in comparison to what's coming. Invest in multiple pairs of high-quality, broken-in boots. Look for Vibram soles, waterproof materials, and replaceable insoles. Brands like Danner, Keen, and Salomon offer models designed for 1,000-plus miles of use. Store extra laces, insoles, and waterproofing treatments. Include trekking poles, which reduce strain on knees by up to 25% when carrying heavy loads, critical when you may need to evacuate on foot with supplies. 7. Acquire advanced respiratory protection. Air quality emergencies are becoming commonplace. The southwestern wildfires of 2024 made outdoor air unbreathable for weeks. Industrial accidents following power failures have released toxins in multiple states. Military-grade gas masks with NBC, nuclear, biological, chemical filters provide protection that standard N95 masks cannot. The Israeli civilian model GM6 offers excellent protection while allowing visibility and communication. Store multiple filters, each typically lasts about 8 hours of continuous use in contaminated environments. 8. Secure essential tools for survival. When Home Depot is closed and Amazon doesn't deliver, your survival tools become priceless. The supply chain disruptions of 2024 were just a preview of what's coming. Essential tools include a quality fixed-blade knife, full tang, a folding saw, a multi-tool, and a heavy-duty axe or hatchet. The cold steel SRK knife and Baco Laplander folding saw are trusted by survival experts. These tools enable shelter building, food procurement, and self-defense in austere environments. 9. Establish multiple self-defense capabilities. Law enforcement is already stretched beyond capacity. Police response times in major cities now average over 30 minutes for priority calls. Private security services have waiting lists as wealthy clients seek protection. Defense expert John Lovell recommends, layer your defensive capabilities, distance weapons, close quarters tools, and non-lethal options. Ammunition shortages continue to plague gun owners, with popular calibers often unavailable for months. Secure at least 1,000 rounds per firearm you own, focusing on common calibers that could be bartered. 10. Stockpile ammunition and cleaning supplies. The ammunition shortages of the past years have only worsened. Manufacturing capacity cannot meet demand, and imports have been restricted. Major retailers now limit purchases to 2 boxes per customer when they have stock at all. Store ammunition properly in waterproof, airtight containers with desiccants. Rotate your stock periodically and maintain cleaning supplies to keep firearms functional. Remember that ammunition serves as both protection and a valuable barter item in crisis situations. 11. Master navigation without technology. GPS satellites are vulnerable to solar flares, cyber attacks, and governmental control. The nationwide GPS disruptions of November 2024 left millions unable to navigate even in familiar areas. Acquire topographic maps for your region and all evacuation routes. Learn to use a compass properly, not just basic direction finding, but actual land navigation with declination adjustments. Practice regularly in various weather conditions and at night. The Suunto MC2 compass and waterproof USGS topographic maps are standard for serious preppers. 12. Carry a comprehensive multi-tool. When every ounce matters during evacuation, multi-tools provide maximum utility for minimal weight. The best options combine durability with versatility. The Leatherman Wave Plus or Victorinox Swiss tool offers the most essential functions: knife, pliers, screwdrivers, wire cutters, and can openers. Keep one accessible at all times, on your belt, in your vehicle, and in each emergency bag. Learn to use every function before you need it in an emergency. 13. Prepare proper load-bearing equipment. If you need to evacuate on foot, how will you carry your essentials? The evacuations following the coastal flooding of 2024 showed that those with proper equipment moved faster and suffered fewer injuries. Invest in a quality backpack designed for load-bearing military-style rucksacks or technical hiking packs with internal frames. The 5.11 Rush 72 or Mystery Ranch Scree offer excellent combinations of durability and capacity. Pack and test your bag regularly to ensure you can actually carry it for extended periods. 14. Secure alternative shelter options. Housing insecurity is escalating with the mortgage crisis. Foreclosure rates have tripled since 2023, and rental evictions are at historic highs. Having backup shelter options is no longer optional. Maintain multiple shelter contingencies, a bug-out location, agreements with family or trusted friends in different regions, and portable shelter equipment. Quality tents, tarps, and sleeping systems suitable for your climate should be ready for immediate use. The MSR Hubba Hubba NX tent and Therm-Arrest sleeping systems balance portability and protection. 15. Establish reliable water collection and purification. Municipal water systems are failing nationwide. The contamination crises in multiple states throughout 2024 left millions relying on bottled water for months. Implement a 3-part water strategy: storage, collection, and purification. Store a minimum of 1 gallon per person per day for at least 30 days. Install rain collection systems where legal. Have multiple purification methods: filters, Berkey or life straw, chemical treatment, tablets or liquid, and boiling capabilities. The Big Berkey system can purify 6,000 gallons before filter replacement. 16. Master multiple fire starting methods. The ability to create fire means survival in cold conditions and the capacity to purify water and cook food. The winter power failures of 2024 to 2025 claimed hundreds of lives from hypothermia. Most victims had no alternative heating methods. Carry multiple fire-starting tools: weatherproof matches, ferrocerium rods, lighters, and magnification lenses. Practice with each method in adverse conditions: wet, windy, cold. Store proper tinder materials like petroleum-soaked cotton balls, commercial fire starters, or char cloth. The Swedish Fire Steel 2.0 works in virtually any condition and lasts for thousands of strikes. 17. Acquire reliable emergency lighting. Extended power outages are becoming routine rather than exceptional. The grid failures of February 2025 left over 12 million Americans without power for an average of 9 days. Implement layered lighting solutions: headlamps for hands-free operation, flashlights for distance illumination, and lanterns for area lighting. Choose models with multiple power options: rechargeable, standard batteries, and solar. The ThruNight TN12 flashlight and Phoenix HM50R headlamp offer exceptional reliability and runtime. 18. Build a strategic food reserve. Food inflation has accelerated to 15% annually, with staples like eggs, dairy, and meat seeing even higher increases. Supply chain disruptions cause regular shortages of basic items. Build a 3-layer food storage system: short-term, 30 days of normal meals requiring minimal preparation; medium-term, 90 days of foods requiring basic cooking; and long-term, 1+ year of staples like grains, beans, and freeze-dried options. Mountain House and Augustin Farms offer reliable long-term storage foods. Rotate your supplies and only store what you actually eat. 19. Develop food production capabilities. The commercial fertilizer shortages and extreme weather events have destabilized industrial agriculture. Food production is a skill that takes time to develop. Start now. Begin growing high-yield, nutritious crops appropriate for your region. Focus on calorie-dense options like potatoes, beans, and squash. Learn season extension techniques using cold frames and greenhouses. The square-foot gardening method maximizes production in limited space. Collect heirloom seeds that can be saved year after year. Commercial hybrid seeds can't be reliably replanted. 20. Stockpile essential medications and supplements. The pharmaceutical supply chain is increasingly fragile. Common medications are regularly unavailable for weeks or months. The antibiotic shortages of early 2025 resulted in preventable deaths from previously treatable infections. Work with healthcare providers to legally obtain extended supplies of necessary medications. Research shelf life extension protocols. Many medications remain effective years beyond official expiration dates. Stock essential supplements like multivitamins, vitamin D, vitamin C, and electrolyte replacements. Fish antibiotics remain available without prescription and contain the same active ingredients as human antibiotics. 21. Acquire comprehensive medical supplies. Hospital systems are overwhelmed. Emergency room wait times now average 7+ hours nationwide. Basic medical issues may become life-threatening when professional care is unavailable. Assemble medical kits beyond basic first aid, wound care, suture kits, hemostatic agents, fracture management, SAM splints, infection control, antiseptics, antibiotics, and dental emergencies. The MyMedic MyFac contains hospital-grade supplies for serious injuries. Take advanced first aid courses. Wilderness first responder training is ideal for crisis medicine. 22. Establish communications redundancy. Communications infrastructure is surprisingly fragile. The cellular network failures of October 2024 demonstrated how quickly our primary communication methods can disappear. Implement layered communications. Emergency radios, hand crank and battery-powered, two-way radios, GMRS or ham with licenses, and satellite messengers like the Garmin InReach. Ham radio remains the most reliable crisis communication method. Get your technician license now. Basic models like the Baofeng UV5R are affordable entry points. 23. Secure critical hygiene supplies. The supply chain disruptions affecting hygiene products create both health risks and significant discomfort. The toilet paper and sanitary product shortages of 2020 were minor compared to current disruptions. Store washable, reusable alternatives wherever possible. Family cloth, reusable toilet paper, menstrual cups, cloth diapers, and washable cleaning cloths. For items that can't be reused, store at least 6 months' supply. Bidets dramatically reduce toilet paper requirements and improve hygiene. Portable options are available for under $30. 24. Prepare for special needs. Those with medical conditions, disabilities, or age-related requirements face heightened risks during crises. The power outages of 2024 proved fatal for many dependent on electrically powered medical devices. Create detailed plans for special needs, backup power for medical devices, extra mobility aids, specialized nutritional supplies, and sensory comfort items. If caring for others, establish a support network of multiple people who can assist. Medical alert systems with offline capabilities provide an additional safety layer. 25. Provide for pet and livestock needs. During Hurricane Maria, thousands of pets were abandoned when owners couldn't provide for them. Livestock losses during the Midwestern flooding of 2024 created both economic disaster and food safety issues. Store at least 3 months of pet food and medications. Develop evacuation plans that include your animals. For livestock, establish feed reserves and security measures to prevent theft during shortages. Alternative water systems become critical when electrical pumps fail. 26. Acquire repair and maintenance tools. When professional repairs become unavailable or unaffordable, basic maintenance capabilities become essential. The service industry collapse of 2024 left millions unable to repair critical home systems. Assemble tools and supplies for basic structural repairs, plumbing fixes, and mechanical maintenance. Learn fundamental skills through hands-on practice before emergencies occur. Simple repairs often require only basic tools and materials that become priceless during systemic failures. 27. Secure transportation alternatives. Fuel shortages are increasingly common. The pipeline disruptions of March 2025 created gasoline shortages across entire regions, with prices spiking above $8 per gallon. Maintain your primary vehicle meticulously with preventative maintenance. Store stabilized fuel with appropriate rotation. Develop alternative transportation. Bicycles with cargo capabilities, electric options with solar charging, and even animal-powered transportation in rural areas. The prevalence of e-bikes with 40-plus mile ranges has transformed bug-out capabilities. 28. Develop multiple backup plans. No single plan survives contact with reality. The complexity of modern crises demands adaptable, layered strategies. Create written plans for various scenarios: sheltering in place, short-term evacuation, and permanent relocation. Establish multiple routes, destinations, and methods for each plan. Practice regularly with full equipment loads. The most valuable plan is one you've physically executed before a real emergency. 29. Build a resilient community network. Individual preparation has limits. The mutual aid networks that formed during recent disasters proved more effective than government assistance in many regions. Carefully and discreetly identify like-minded individuals with complementary skills. Establish mutual aid agreements before crises occur. Organize skill-sharing events to build capabilities. Medical training, food preservation, and security coordination. Community resilience multiplies individual preparation exponentially. 30. Maintain operational security. Your preparations become targets when others are desperate. The home invasions targeting prepared households following the New Madrid earthquake of 2024 demonstrated the importance of discretion. Practice strict operational security. Never broadcast your preparations. Deliver supplies in unmarked packages, and maintain a gray man approach in public. Develop cover stories for your activities that don't reveal your preparedness focus. Even trusted friends don't need complete information about your resources and capabilities. The window for preparation is closing rapidly. The economic indicators are flashing red across every sector. The stock market manipulation can only continue for so long before mathematical reality forces a correction that will make the Great Depression look like a minor setback. Former Fed Chairman Alan Greenspan recently admitted, "We're approaching the end point of a 50-year debt supercycle. The unwinding will be unprecedented in modern financial history. The signs are everywhere for those willing to see them. Bank closures are being disguised as temporary service interruptions. Food prices continue their relentless climb while package sizes shrink. The housing market is collapsing while the media celebrates increased affordability. Your financial future, your family's safety, and your very survival depend on taking action now, not tomorrow, not next week, today. The prepared will survive what's coming. The unprepared will become dependent on systems that are already failing. The choice is yours. Remember, when the crisis fully manifests, it will be too late to prepare. Those who hesitated during previous economic collapses found empty shelves, closed banks, and worthless currencies. Take these 30 actions seriously. Implement them methodically. Your window of opportunity is measured in weeks, not years. The time for action is now.